Alright. Hello, people who charge mid PvP match. Jangles the Moo Monkey here with another PvP tips, tricks, how to do something in xenoverse video, whatever, you know. This video is about how to make a build in PvP, you know, because I see people with like charge moves and dumb shit in their moveset that tell me clearly that you're a noob. Now, one disclaimer, one thing I would like to note is that this how to make a build video is basically going to be like, I want to tell you it's not gonna be like, you know, a little emotional build like oh, how to do a combo, how to make a combo build, oh, how to make a colored build, how to make a themed build. No, this is basically how to make a build at which you can fall back on that's really good. That's PvP viable. That's that's good. That has supers that cover, you know, certain options, shit like that. Basically the most PvP good viable build you can have, you know? So yes, that means that does include shit that is just cheese. You know, I'm sorry. That's what the game is about. You know, we're going to have Handy Cannon. We're going to have, you know, Death Beam. We're going to have bag of bullshit, shit like that. So if that's not something you're into or want to do, or you're like, oh, you know, fucking backflips, cheese, I can't do that. Well, I'm sorry. Then get the fuck out. Just go out, lose. I'm sorry. Keep charging mid-match, and I'm going to keep punching you while you're charging, you know? But anyway, if you actually want to learn how to make a viable build, you know, what to start, like, you're looking at a blank screen, you're like, damn, what super should I put? This is the video for you. Now, if I missed anything, please let me know in the comment section, and I will say fuck you, because you know, I'm mad. But if you learned anything, you know, also let me know, and consider leaving a like, and you know, telling about the build that you've concocted with whatever I have here. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing that I want to say is, you may actually just make a build, you know, centered around, you know, your playstyle and shit like that. But with this character that I am right now, she's kind of an all-rounder. I didn't really like. It's not too smart to put just, you know, mixed into Ki Blast and Strike, because, you know, you kind of want it like these 62 points. Like, let's say I wanted to make her Ki Blast build. You're gonna take these 62 points and put them into the Ki Blast. You know, I'm just gonna put 125 into it, because at the end of the day, you can just avoid using Strike, and then you're gonna get a shitload more damage with Ki Blast. You know, that is the CAC way. That is the way of the CACs. Just put 125 in some shit, and boom, you're good. You know, you gotta have 125 in one thing. But I don't really use female Saiyans more, so this is more of a, you know, an OC build. You know, you just got just a story build. So I didn't really care too much about what I put into her. I didn't give her too much health, you know, shit like that. So I'm not gonna be worried about that too much. In addition, I'm also not gonna be worried about QQ bangs, because you just make the best QQ bang. That's it. It's not too you know, there are other videos on how to make good QQ bangs out there. You know, watch Burkle or something, as well as the Super Souls. Same shit. It's literally like for instance, the Super Soul. Oh, you get more damage, and then after time you get more damage. Yeah, like yeah, no shit. Just get a Super Soul that does more damage, or just gives you health. You know, one or the other. You know, so you look at the shit yourself. But what I'm more focused on is the supers and shit like that, because I see people do that shit so wrong. You know, honestly, at the end of the day, you can go into a match without a QQ bang, or I mean, without a Super Soul and shit like that. And honestly, Super Souls, like, they're just extra. But the skill sets are kind of like they're the main part of what does the build, right? So that's what we're gonna be mostly focusing on. So yeah. So the first thing I'm actually gonna kind of talk about is this right here, right? So one thing I would like to note is this is my CAC Gwen. Basically I made stream after stream of talking about supers you know, that, like, supers and what they do. All supers and what they do. I would recommend going to that just so you can see what each one does. As you can see, Xenoverse taking them off. But, you know, my presets are all fucked up. So, my main... This is my main outfit. This is my main preset. As you can see, I explained jump spike and shit like that in the video stream. Again, go watch it. So yeah, they're all fucked up. So I need to remake a build. So you are seeing me remake a build here. Now, I have actually equipped these supers right here for a reason. And you can probably see why. Unless, if you don't see anything wrong with this, then this video, oh boy, you're gonna be learning a lot, right? So, here we go. So, this is what I like to call the noob build. This is basically a build that I tend to see on noobs. Now, not exactly, you know, I would assume that a lot of people are smart enough not to put 3 Kamehamehas in a row, you know. But if you don't see something that's wrong with that, then I'm gonna teach you, you know. So yeah, shit like this, you know, it's just, I mean, yeah, you can make it work if you're good enough, but, you know, well, I'll say exactly what's wrong with this. So firstly, we have 3 Kamehamehas. All they do is, you know, end a combo, and that's it. One of them, this one, is really unsafe. This one's actually really good, PvP viable, but like, again, it's mixed with these other 2. It's all just, they all do the same thing. It's like, why do you have 3 of the same thing? You're just gonna use one of them, and the other 2 are, you know, useless. You know? So yeah. And also, we have this, evasive, that is, we'll say we have this one instead. That is 3-bar evasive, as you can see. So yeah. The first slot that I want to talk about is this one, because this is the main problem. And actually, this right here, this is the problem area. This is the main reason why I am making this video, right? So, if I use my scouter, now if you know your scouter, if you bring out your scouter, you can see what your opponent has equipped. If I use my scouter and I look at your supers and I see a charge move on there, and it doesn't matter which one, it's all of them, then I'm going to assume that you are a noob, right? Okay, so here it is. Here's the number one first thing. You cannot charge in PvP. Therefore, you cannot have a charge move in PvP. So let's get that the fuck out of here. So that is the first thing. Now, obviously, like, oh, you could charge if you know your opponent is like, hey man, let's charge, dude. Let's charge mid match. Like, you know, like if you're trying to play Dragon Ball, be like, yeah, let's have fun and shit. Like, you know, if you're with your friends, yeah, you'll charge. But in PvP, this is just how it is. You're not gonna be able to charge. Your opponent's just gonna come and smack you in the face. Now you might say, but Storm, I grab people and then I can charge. I like having ki, right? But here's the thing, and here's the main thing. The game gives you plenty of ki already, right? So here's the thing. The game gives you ki for attacking someone. Actually, no. It gives you ki for attacking nothing. If you hit air, it will give you a little bit of ki. Not much, but a little. If you move, it will give you ki. If you do a clash, it will give you ki. Now I said if you attack, it'll give you ki. But not only that, if you attack and you actually hit something, it'll give you slightly more ki. Now if someone else attacks and they hit you, you will also get ki. Both you and your opponent will get ki. Wow. Crazy, isn't it? So that's all those instances. The game is giving you ki. Honestly, me as a player, I get way too much ki. That is how I learned that, yes, this game is about spamming. Is, you know, I took off a charge move way back when I was a noob. I took that bitch off and I realized, damn, the game really still gives you a shitload of ki. Like, I can spam the shit out of Godfist already still. You know, so why the fuck do you need to charge? you will get more ki without a charge move than trying to charge, right? So yeah, do not have a charge move. Now, what I instead recommend, right, is now this is okay. So this is the next thing. This is the next big thing, right? So let's say that all of this. Let's say you're staring at a blank screen and all of these are like blank. What do you start with? Well, when I do that, when I am starting a build, the very first thing that I do, the very first thing I put on is either backflip or after image, or any of these other ones that I'll say, but backflip or after image is the two best ones that everyone wants to do, right? Now, the reason for that is because, like for one, evasive, you know, if you're hitting someone and they use their evasive, you can't just ki cancel out. Now, how do you get out? Well, you know, you could obviously use 1 bar of stamina, but, you know, you don't want to do that. You want to use backflip or afterimage. Now, the reason why is because they give you immediate iframes. They give you frame 1, well, not really frame 1. I don't know how many frames, but immediate iframes. It is basically a button of iframes. Now, I know, obviously, we have a button of iframes. It's basically just moving. You know, when you move in the game, we have iframes when you step to the side. But these give you a little bit more iframes. You know, it's just, you know, you press the button, iframes. Thank you. You Broly grabs from you, just backflip. You know, shit like that. Now, one thing I want to say is, you know, it's these two. These are the best, but some people like after image more. Some people like backflip more. It's just, you know, it's just how people like it. So let me know down in the comments which gang are you on? Backflip gang or after image gang? Me personally, I like the backflip because, you know, backflip, you know, obviously people say it's the best because, oh, it doesn't take any ki, and, you know, but, you know, some people don't like it because they still get hit out of it. You know, it just barely has enough frames to get you out of certain combos, but sometimes people will catch you and it resets neutral, and people don't like that. But after image can keep you going at it, keep you going on the pressure, you know. So it is one or the other. People really do, you know. But for me personally, I like backflip. So there we go. So now the next thing I go for is the B button. I actually do the B button for this because I don't know, that's just where I put it. The next thing I focus on is a combo ender, or maybe extender, you know. Basically a move that I throw out when I am done punching my opponent. When I punch and the last punch goes pow and knocks them away. You know, what do? I have seen builds of people at which they don't have that. You know, they'll have some shit like this. Like that. They'll have that. Not a single one of these moves can end a combo. Honestly, maybe Ki Explosion if you could look it out with lag. But not a single one of these moves, you know, end a combo. Now that is a problem because, you know, supers do a shitload of damage. And punching someone gives stamina. So if I'm sitting in your combo and I'm getting stamina, and then you throw out a super, yeah, I'm gonna evasive out the super and not the punches, because you're punching me, you're giving me stamina, you knock me away, do a super, you know. But if you don't so I'm forced to do my stamina. But if you don't have one, combo ender or extender, and you just have shit like this, yeah, I'm eating those hits. I'm gonna let you knock me away, and I'm gonna fall out, and you're not gonna do nothing. That's the end of the combo. I get my stamina, you get whatever fuck damage. You need a super that ends the combo. So something like, let's say, consecutive energy blast, or a lot of ki blast moves, actually. Kamehameha, 10 times 10 Kamehameha. Right? So, I will actually put times 10 Kamehameha here because, I mean, that was my super as a noob. So, yeah. So use a super that will end the combo with, you know, it could be something like heavy hitting, like times 10, or maybe something at which, you know, you want it to land, like consecutive energy blast or shit like that. Again, I have a whole list of streams that, you know, explain what the supers do. I will link them in the description. So, you know, do that if you want to see what it does. Actually, I'm going to change it out for Saturday Crash. So, you know, Saturday Crash. So, yeah, that is the first thing. Do a move that will either loop the combo, or it won't loop the combo, but it will do a fuckload of damage, you know? Because, you know, what if, like, why would you put, like, let's say Tyrant Lance or something like that? Why would you put something that doesn't do a shitload of damage, you know? Just put times 10 or something like that. Unless you are looping the combo and you don't want it to ever end, which, you know, in most of the cases, you know, will happen. We'll do Saturday Crash. So I will actually do Saturday Crash because it is a really good super. It's like it locks, like, it's just really good, you know? It's a good try hard move. I think I'm just gonna make this build that I'm making right now into a good, like, try hard-esque, you know, build. So, now the next thing, which I'll put in the Y because I don't know, that's just how I think. The next thing is, okay, so now we have a super that, like, we need to end a combo with. Let's say you put fucking, I don't know. Let's say you put times 10. Oh boy, times 10 does a lot of damage. I want to land it, you know? But how are you going to land it if you can't get them in a combo, right? You have times 10 and you can't just throw it out, you know? It's a straight move. It's not going to hit them. It's not like it tracks or anything. You need to land it after a combo has ended. You know, you punch them, knock them away, times 10. But how are you going to do that if you can't catch them? Well, that is the next thing that we are going to talk about, is moves that catch the opponent and start a combo, right? So that is the next thing you need to do. Now, for one thing I will say is, honestly, there's not that many moves to do that. Like, obviously, some of these, like, let's say, weird move out of my ass, God Fist. Let's say God Fist. Like, yeah, you could throw out God Fist, and obviously you can, or Kaioken Assault, you could throw those out, but they're not that good. Again, go to my whole playlist of me explaining supers and see what they do. Because I do explain, oh, you could throw this out and it may catch them, or God Fist, and yeah, you can combo from it. But I'm talking about moves that you actually throw out and it's meant to, like, oh, it'll catch they ass. It will catch they ass and it'll give you a combo, right? So we want to get times 10 off. So what do? We need to find a super that catches your opponent and gives you a combo. Like, all of these, they don't do very good. You know, this Tri-Beam knocks them away. Double Sundays, you use it after a combo. Saturday Crash, maybe you could do it, you know? But again, you know, I'm making a build for Gwen. So this is for me. So this is what I'm making for her right now. So let's actually do Handy Cannon. Handy Cannon is a really good catch super, because what it basically does is it essentially turns your key stuns, which that is the main thing in the game that most people catch with. Like, obviously, at the end of the day, you don't really need a super to catch people because, you know, we got key stuns. But I will put this one because this one basically upgrades your key stun. It basically turns it into a shotgun key stun, you know? So yeah, I will use this super to catch my opponent, you know? And that way, I catch them, combo, times 10. There you go. So that is another, you know, variant of thing that you need to do with like with the supers. Now I will go into the next thing. Now, honestly, I've realized I've come at a kind of a crossroads, right? Kind of. So let's say I actually have just Kamehameha. Right? It doesn't do too much damage. It doesn't loop. It just ends a combo, and that's it. So combo ender, super to catch people with. It doesn't do, like, it does good damage, but it's not like out of this world damage. So super that combos. Actually, let's say I have another super. I'll just give examples. Another super is Death Beam. It basically makes it a harder, or it basically makes it a sniper key stun. You know, your key stuns, you know, Handy Cannon is shotgun key stun. Death Beam right here is sniper key stun. Shit like that. As long as your opponent is not moving, you know, if they stop moving or some shit like that. In terms of strike moves, you know, there obviously, like, there is some of them, but I don't know, like these two are just probably the best. I'm just gonna say that right now. Death Beam and Handy Cannon is probably the best. Again, if I'm missing anything, tell me down in the comments. Spirit Stab, maybe, I don't know, maybe Aura Slide, shit, maybe Faint Crash, I don't know. But those are, like, I'm going to do this one. Either I usually either do Handy Cannon or Death Beam. You know, for this one I'm gonna do Death Beam. So we have a super that we in combo with, super that catches a person with. Now we're at a crossroads. But I will tell you what the crossroads is. So for one, you either want a super that knocks them on their feet, because, you know, if you knock your opponent off their feet, if you know what that is, if you don't, go figure it out. But I'll just say, if you knock your opponent off their feet and you're punching them, it goes big pow pow pow. You know, you could, I don't know how to explain it, like, really quickly. But if you knocked your opponent off your feet, they're getting more stamina. If you knock them on their feet, they get less stamina. So let's take, I don't know, fucking Saturday Crash again. It's just a really good move. If you're punching someone mid-combo and then you throw out Saturday Crash, it will knock them back on their feet and they're getting less stamina going inside of your combo. So that is one thing. So you either want a super that does a lot of damage or knocks them onto their feet. Now, a lot of damage would be something like, let's say, Kaioken Kamehameha, or I don't fucking know, let's say Spirit Bomb, or shit like that, you know? Or let's say Times 10. Let's say this is your build. Let's say we have Spirit Bomb. Now, Spirit Bomb isn't a good super at all. It is horrible. But if you can stamina break someone, then yeah, you can get it off and you're rewarded with an absolute gungo fuckload of damage, you know? So, we have a super that ends the combo, super that catches someone, and oh boy, a super that does a fuckload of damage. So you catch them again and again with Death Beam, like, and then you knock them away into times 10, but your opponent sees times 10, so they evasive. So they evasive again and again. You catch them one more time with Death Beam, and then you pow, stamina break them, and now you use Spirit Bomb or something like that. Or Ultimates, but I'm not going to get in that into yet. So now, Spirit Bomb, boom, did a lot of damage. Or hell, times 10. Times 10 also combines that. You know, honestly, a lot of these supers, side note, a lot of these supers coincide with each other, right? So yeah. And I think that's about it for... Oh, no. I have one more. So, a super that catches... Like, we have all these archetypes. Super that catches someone. Super that ends a combo and does a lot of... Like, this one is a super that does a lot of damage and ends a combo. But let's just do one that just ends a combo. A super that does a lot of damage, but it doesn't end a combo. And times 10 is a super that ends a combo and does a lot of damage. So if you have two of these, let's say, these, like, obviously Spirit Bomb does more damage, but, well, like, times 10 is good enough. Then you don't need Spirit Bomb. You know, at the beginning of the video, that's what I was saying. It's just all the supers just kind of mixed in with each other. And a super that loops the combo and sets them back on their feet. Which that's what Saturday Crash does. And a super that... Actually, okay, one more. I forgot to talk about one more. So all these supers. And a super that gets you the fuck out of there. That protects you. Now, this is what I call a protection super. Now, this is kind of, I don't know, evasion. I don't know. It like it helps with iframes. Yeah, you can do backflip again and again, and it will protect you, or after damage it again and again. But it doesn't hurt to have another super that really helps with, getting you the fuck out of there, or making your opponent get the fuck off of you, right? So let's say you're caught with your pants down. Let's say your stamina broken. Let's say you're trying to get the fuck away, but you can't run. You can't dash. Way back when we used to be able to. But let's say you can't run, you can't dash, right? Use a move, let's say charge. Use a move that has iframes that you know have iframes. I'll list out a lot of them. So charge, or in combo. None of these, because they don't have any iframes. They don't move you some way. They don't do anything that protects you in any shape or form. Death Crusher, maybe. I don't know. It has iframes, but maybe Freedom Kick, but they can punch you out of it. Eagle Kick, definitely. It is so good. Basically any move that will get your opponent to stay the fuck away from you. Shit like that. But for my build, I am gonna go with Darkness Twin Star, I think. I don't know. Obviously, this isn't gonna be my actual build. I'm just kind of explaining and showing. But yeah, Darkness Twin Star, because Darkness Twin Star is really good. You throw it out, people cannot touch you. They can't touch you in any way, shape, or form. Honestly, it should be kind of nerfed. But yes, so I have a move to catch motherfucker, to make the motherfucker go away, and to make the motherfucker not get stamina, and loop the combo and end the combo. Now, Death Beam, yes, it does 3 Ki Blasts, but you're obviously going to use the first one to catch the opponent. But as you can see, these two, Saturday Crash and Death Beam, in the combo. But I'm going to mostly use Saturday Crash. But as you can see, I'm trying to, side note, I'm trying to explain, a lot of these supers kind of it's like a Venn, what is it called? A Venn diagram that cross into itself. Some supers just do all three. Let's take Saturday Crash. As I said, you need a super to catch your opponent. You need a super that sets them on their feet. So let's take Ki Blast Cannon. And you need a super that does a good amount of damage, That's not Saturday Crash, but honestly, Saturday Crash does pretty good amount of damage. And you need kind of a super that you also need kind of a super that helps you get the fuck away. So let's say Faint Crash, because Faint Crash has iframes. So you're press it and boom, get the fuck out of there. But I'm going to explain how the supers coincide now. And this also makes the best supers in the game. So now I'm actually I'm actually going to explain kind of what supers what it means to pick a super that coincides with all of these archetypes, right? So let's take Saturday Crash, because Saturday Crash is so good. It is god tier, right? So now we're done doing the supers. Saturday Crash, for one, it hella catches your opponent. Hell, I could just rock with Saturday Crash. Again, we need backflip. I don't care. That is the foundation of a build. I'm going to have that. But Saturday Crash does a fuckload. Combo Ender doesn't do enough, that much damage, but it does enough. Catches your opponent, so that's Death Beam, so we don't need Death Beam, I guess. Have I said this? Sets them on their feet. It loops the combo, which is what most people want. It does it all, So at the end of the day, you could just rock with Saturday Crash. But obviously, most people have, we have more supers, so we can fill them up. But yeah, Saturday Crash is so good. One thing it actually doesn't do, as I've said, it doesn't do, it does good damage. It just, so we will use a super that, that lifts it up. That kind of, that kind of fixes that problem of, oh, Saturday Crash does only like a few thousand damage, you know? So what will we do? What will we do? Let's just do times 10 again, you know? Times 10 is a pretty good move. So let's say you don't want to loop the combo. Let's say you just want to hit them really fucking hard. You know, utility, like damage over utility, right? So you end a combo and you're like, should I do Saturday Crash or loop the combo, or should I just do times 10, right? Well, let's say I really want them to use stamina. I'm going to do times 10 and cause them to use their stamina. So yeah, so shit like that. So these two supers, you know, if Saturday Crash did more damage, you know, you wouldn't need that. But, you know, now we have that. So now I think I am done with... I'm done with supers. So now I'm gonna real quick kind of silently make a build that I want to do for Gwen. So as I said, Gwen's an all-rounder, you know, so I'm gonna kind of make a build that is PvP viable real quick, you know. You know, taking in mind all of the things that I have said so far. Actually, no. Now, the reason why I am doing Ki Blast Cannon, like, you're probably thinking, oh, both of these moves put them on their feet. So why do you need Ki Blast Cannon if you have Saturday Crash? You know, Ki Blast Cannon doesn't end the combo. But one thing that Ki Blast Cannon does that's really well, you know, some people think it needs a nerf on this, but if it nerfed in this regard, then it would be so useless, is its damage. Ki Blast Cannon is basically like you use Saturday Crash if, you know, if you want safe, put them on their feet, set them on their feet, damage, loop the combo damage. But if you want to loop the combo and do a little bit more damage, then I'm using Ki Blast Cannon. And that's why I put Ki Blast Cannon with Saturday Crash, is because like if I get your stamina, if your stamina is still there, then yeah, I'm going to punch you, and you're going to use your stamina. And then if I punch you and knock you away, I'll use Saturday Crash because it's a lot safer than Ki Blast Cannon. But if you have no stamina, and I know for a fact you're gonna eat damage, I'm doing Ki Blast Cannon because Ki Blast Cannon does a lot of damage. It does not a lot. You know, it doesn't do as much as like let's take Ki Explosion or times 10. It doesn't do that much, but it does just enough. Side note. Sometimes you don't want to do all the damage in the world. Like, you don't want to do fucking times 10 all the time, right? I like, it is a good super, but you're using 2 Keblars. If I see that red come up and you're gonna do too much damage to me, you're gonna do 7k. Hell no, am I taking that. But if you do, let's say, Kamehameha, yep, sure, I'm taking it. So, would you rather do damage or not do damage, right? That's the big thing, right? But again, if they don't have stamina, then yeah, times 10 is pretty good. So that's why I say it's pretty good. But me personally, I like to do that medium part. I like to do that little medium area, not too much damage. I like to tell my opponent, hey, I'm not going to do too much damage to you, so Ki Blast Cannon is just perfect. It does a lot of damage, but not enough to where it's just like a fuckload, you know? And I will now also put Handy Cannon. I like Handy Cannon. You know, so moves that I have. So I have basically combined them all. Here is a move that I can do at the end of the combo, loop the combo, and set them on their feet. It just does. It does. Saturday Crash is just so good. It just does a fuckload. Here's a move that does damage and sets them on their feet. You know, so it does 2 things. Right, you basically kind of want to avoid doing supers that only do one thing. You know, Kamehameha, pretty bad super. It only does one thing, you know. And a move that catches your opponent. Or you could do, like, let's take Consecutive Energy Blast. Consecutive Energy Blast also catches your opponent and does a good amount of damage and ends a combo. Shit like that. Handy Cannon doesn't end a combo, but why would I do that when I have 2 of these supers that loop the combo anywhere? Actually, all of these supers loop the combo, if I'm smart enough. Handy Cannon does it when they're knocked. So if I do Ki Blast Cannon, let's say, boom, Ki Blast Cannon, fuckload of damage, set you on your feet. I punch you twice, Handy Cannon, punch you twice, Handy Cannon. You know, it loops the combo. So all of these loop the combo. So the more things a super does, the better, you know. So I can catch you with Handy Cannon, but I can also catch you with Saturday Crash. I can't catch you with Ki Blast Cannon though, you know, but they complement, these supers complement each other, and that is what you want. And obviously we have backflip for you know, Broly grab spam, or evasive spam, or just pressing the button if you feel like you can't, pressing the iframe button if you feel like you can't dodge something for some reason, you know. Let's say they throw out Handy Cannon and you're like, oh shit, just backflip from it, you know. So yeah, so these are the supers that I'm going to do with Gwen, because this is my playstyle, you know. I'm a Ki Blast Cannon spammer. So now let us do the ultimates. So now these ultimates are really bad. A lot of noobs, what they like to go into is they like to do Spirit Bomb and thinking, oh, you can't break them. But we are going to just I don't know if I need to explain too much. Honestly, at the end of the day, ultimates are kind of useless. I'll be completely honest. In PvP, you can only get off ultimates, like most ultimates, 90% of ultimates, you can only get them off when they're stamina broken. So in terms of viability, you kind of just don't need ultimates. I could go a full day without ultimates and I wouldn't even notice. You know, I could just do this build here. You know, and I would, like, it'd be perfectly fine, you know, ultimates. But, you know, I'm going to do an ultimate just, you know, just because. And I'm just going to add, you know, the best ultimate. So same thing with the supers. You want to kind of mix them together. You know, same thing with the ultimates. Obviously, you don't have much options with ultimates. You know, we don't have an ultimate that sets them on their feet or some shit like that. But we do have a few options. Like the ultimate has to track good, has to be fast, has to make you safe, has to what else? Has to end after a combo. Let's say let's take Divine Wrath Purification. That does not end a combo. You can't just punch them away and end the combo. Doesn't work. Has to do a lot of damage. Most of the time you just want to do a lot of damage. Me personally, I really don't care about ultimate damage. I like doing damage with supers and with basic attack, you know, so I don't care about ultimate. So me personally, what works for me, you know, for you, you might want to do it. You might want to do an ultimate and see that bar absolutely drop. So for you, you might want to do like, let's say Dragon Fist, or I don't know, like Revenge Death Bar, or shit that does a fuckload of damage, you know. But for me personally, my ultimates are more about utility, you know, for usefulness. So I like to do ×4 because that's like the best. I think that's the best ultimate in the game. You know, it comes out quick. Why not? You know, I'm blowing out my key. Again, I'm not really gonna use it too much, but one that I do highly recommend. Number one ultimate is very important. Listen to me here. Number one ultimate that I would highly recommend always having on a CAC. Honestly, for kind of specific reasons. Remote Serious Bomb. Giant Form, gone. Infinite Healing, gone. Cheese Super Saiyan Blue, gone. Kaioken, gone. Everything, gone. Any cheese having to do with transformations, gone. You know? In addition, it also takes away ultimates. So if someone's doing an ultimate, let's say, and I don't know, let's say it's a cheese ass ultimate. Let's say it's a dumb little cheese ultimate, you know, like Circle Flash. Boom, Remote Serious Bomb, you catch their ass. Actually, does it say it? Seal your opponent's awoken skills with a key sign. Yep, there you go. Takes away transformations, and this is just the cherry on top, dude. You can use it after a combo. You can use it after a short knockaway. You know, obviously, like most ultimates, like let's take Super Kamehameha, you can't do it after a normal knockaway. ×4 you can, though, so that's why I like that. But with a Remote Serious Bomb, holy shit, you could just, boom, kick them away. Short knockaway, Remote Serious Bomb. It just works. The first and second version. But anyway, takes away transformation cheese, takes away if they're doing a stupid ultimate, catches them sometimes. You know, giant form gone. You know, you can use it after a knock away, and if you use it on them, and let's say you immediately stamina break them, holy shit, that's a free ultimate, basically, you know? So there you go. Remote Serious Bomb. I don't even give a fuck if you don't have something there. Have Remote Serious Bomb ready. Have Remote Serious Bomb. It's really good. So now, for the transformation, I think this is more on you. I think this is more how you feel. Obviously, if you have, let's say, a Ki Blast build, have Super Vegeta, you know, Strike build, Super Saiyan, Ki Blast, Super Vegeta. If you don't have a Saiyan, just Potential Unleashed. But if you do have a Saiyan, and you Stamina build, you know, just Super Saiyan, or Blue, Super Saiyan Blue, or just a Blue Evolved, you know, shit like that. Or if you want, you know, just you don't care about too much damage, you just want a quick, transformation, and just, you know, do that. So I'm gonna put that right there, because honestly, I really do, like, again, I'm more of a utility player. I really don't give a fuck about doing gunga bunga damage, you know, bungo buttload of damage. I don't care about that. I'm more about usefulness. So I don't care about Super Vegeta, don't care about Ki Blast, don't care about Strike. And yeah, I'm a Saiyan. This is a Saiyan, so Potential Unleash, fuck that. I actually could do Super... I'm going to do Evolved, because it just gives me a lot of stamina. That's the biggest... Honestly, that's the biggest cheese... The biggest fact of Super Saiyan Blue is just the fact that it does so much. It gives you stamina. Actually, that's the very first thing, is that it gives you a lot of stamina. Damage is just fucking extra. You know, obviously it takes away your ki, but it's literally draining your ki and giving you stamina. That's the way I see it. That's the biggest thing I like to see it about. So, and the damage is just extra. But yeah, this shit is honestly, I think Evolved is probably the best transformation in the game, if you ask me. Okay, so now this is, so evasive. So this is going to be kind of biased, but I will explain the different variations. Fucking Instant Rise. Just do Instant Rise. End the video right now. Instant Rise. You're good. Just do Instant Rise, dude. Instant Rise is okay. Instant Rise, basically, if you're fast enough, Instant Rise is probably the fastest evasive in the game. It gets you the fuck out of there as fast as, you know, just vanishing behind your opponent normally. But if someone is doing, let's take Ki Blast Cannon. This is the biggest, actually, this is the biggest reason why Ki Blast Cannon is punishable, is Instant Rise. Instant Rise is Ki Blast Cannon's biggest punishment. Or Saturday Crash. I've caught motherfuckers in Saturday Crash and whatever else. Right? Or ×4. Or remote, well, not remote serious bomb. That's actually pretty safe. But, you know, these supers. So, Instant Rise. Here, let me just gloss through most of the supers. Yep, Instant Rise gets all these. Yep, most of these. Oh, yeah, a lot of them. Actually, there's one. Oh, Shine Shot. Instant Rise can't get that. But whatever. Yep, most of these. Yep, Instant Rise. Holy shit, Instant Rise. Oh my god, Instant Rise is so good. It gets through all of these. I'm over-exaggerating, but you get what I mean. Instant Rise, if you sit in a combo and someone throws out, I don't fucking know, Bending Kamehameha. Like, it's hard to get around it, but yes, like, Bending Kamehameha, just, you know, Instant Rise just fucking nerfs it. And same thing with Ultimates, obviously, you know. I just like Instant Rise. But again, I'm just being biased because I just like it a lot. I think it's a lot cooler than anything else. It's, you know, use 2 bars. Oh, and this is a build video. I'm going to say here, right here and now. Side note, don't fucking use 3-bar evasives. With Storm, nope, shut up. 3-bar evasive, don't use it. Unless you're okay with it being 3-bar, listen. But the thing you have to understand is you're gonna lose, right? If your opponent catches like a little scent that you have a 3-bar evasive, yeah, you bet your fucking ass they're gonna unvanish you. They're gonna put you in an infinite combo that you're forced to evasive out, and they're gonna spam that combo over and over again. That's why characters with a 2-bar evasive are better than characters with a... It literally makes or breaks a character if they have a 2-bar versus a 3-bar evasive, you know? As you can see, 200, 300, 300, 300, 300, 200, 300, 300, yeah. So, only use the 2-bar evasive if you're making a build that is really good. You know, so for this video, 2-bar evasive. But, hey, listen. If you're just fucking around, joking around, miracle kneel. You kneel down. Aha, that's funny. I'm gonna lose because it's a 3-bar evasive, but whatever. You know, if that's your mindset, sure, go ahead. Shit, I encourage you to do that. Have fun with the game, you know. But if you're like, oh man, I want to win. I want a really good evasive. 2 bars. Only 2 bars. Only 2 bars. Only 2 bars. The rest of these, useless. 3-bar evasive, absolutely useless. Garbage. Little side thing from me. I think they should balance out these 3-bar evasives by making them do damage. They should do 1k, 2k, 3k. You know? That should be the payoff for 1 more bar of stamina. You know, at the end of the day, it's so useless. Like, look at Angry Shout. 3-bar evasive, what does it do? It doesn't do anything. Use this move to recover key. I never noticed that. Alright, but whatever. Whatever. This one, useless. It barely even has iframes. Not only does it barely have iframes, it's a 3-bar evasive. Ugh, garbage. Okay, but this one, again, go back to my streams of me explaining all of the moves. You know, it's there somewhere. This one has a 2-bar evasive. Again, look through it, find the one you like. This one, though, isn't very good. But I will basically just, like, there's not that many of it. It's not like there's hundreds and hundreds of evasive. I can't go through, like, all of these supers. There's just too many, you know? But I can go through evasives right here and now. So I'm gonna just kind of explain like the best evasives. So Spirit Explosion is pretty good because you can kick away into the like a super or something or combo. Super Explosive Wave, same thing, but it knocks them upwards. Rolling Bullets, good because you can't react to it. It should actually be nerfed. Force Shield, same thing. You know, pretty good. Big Blast was nerfed into the ground. Dragon Bird's pretty good, but it can be got around. Mock Dash gives you speed, gets you the fuck out of there. You know, what more do you need? Psycho Escape gets you the fuck out of there. Back Jump, Front Jump is kind of useless because why have Back Jump, Front Jump when you have Insta Rise? Punisher Guard 300, fucking garbage, you know? Just saying that again. And I think that's about it. Those are the best evasives in the game. Those are your options. Instant Rise, number 1 for me. If you disagree, comment down below, and I am going to delete your comment because you are fucking wrong, and you are stupid, and I'm serious. You're dumb. So yeah, Instant Rise, best evasive in the game. Super Explosive Wave, Spirit Explosion. Where was it? Spirit Shot is pretty good too. Rolling Bullet, Force Shield, Dragon Burn, and Mock Dash. Yeah, that's it. Not Final Pose. Fuck that. Honestly, I mean, yeah, it's pretty good, but whatever. Actually, I'll say the 3-bar evasives in case you want to be like, yeah, I want to challenge myself. I want to make my children a 3-bar evasive. Honestly, not many. Dude, not only are they garbage as a 3-bar evasive, half of these are garbage even if they were a 2-bar evasive. That's why everyone says 3-bar evasives are useless. Like, they really said, this one's garbage. We're just going to make it a 3-bar evasive and make it extra garbage. Right? Psychic move? It's a 3-bar evasive, circle behind your enemy. But if it was buffed, if it took 2 bars, people still wouldn't use it. It's still garbage. Energy barrier, this one is the exception. It is probably the best 3-bar evasive. It just, if it was a 2-bar, it would be the best evasive. Let me tell you. Back when every evasive was a 3-bar evasive, energy barrier was the cheese, you know? Actually, never mind. Alright, but anyway. Yeah. So, that is it. Almost a fucking hour in. That is how to make a build in Xenoverse 2. How to go about making a build. So, refresher. A move first, backflip, after image. That's the first thing. Next, a super that ends the combo. I call it a combo finisher. Combo finisher, combo looper, whatever. A move that you can throw out after a combo. You know, it's like a drink. Think of it like a water bottle. You know, you got the water bottle and then you got the cap. This is the cap. Something like that. Not shine shot, you know, shit like that. Maybe death beam works. You know, death beam works. Shit like that. So a move that you can throw out that ends a combo. And yeah, anyway. A move that catches your opponent. And a move that does a shitload of damage. And a move that gets you the fuck out of there. Something like Sneaky Strike or Fast Fist Crest or maybe a counter. Hell, a counter is an obvious choice. Where's Shock Flash? Here it is. And that's it. Yeah. So, combo ender. Move to catch people. Move to do a lot of damage. Obviously, yeah, we don't have enough slots for that. And a move to get you the fuck out of there and protect you from your opponent, which is Shock Flash and Backflip. That's why it's good to mix up. But as I said, you know, we don't have enough slots for having all four or five of those archetypes. That's why you mix and that's why you pick the supers that mix each other. Like for instance, times 10. You know, it ends the combo and it does a lot of damage. But, you know, let's take Bear Bomb. It doesn't end the combo, but it does a lot of damage. So on and so forth. Make sure you choose the supers that mix in with each other's archetypes, you know? So for me, I'll do Key Blast Cannon. Key Blast Cannon is my damage doer. Saturday Crash is my... Key Blast Cannon is my damage doer and my move that sets them on their feet. Saturday Crash sets them on their feet, loops the combo. Pretty good damage. Handy Cannon is my main move that catches people. And I can kind of loop the combo, but no, I'm going to do that with Saturday Crash and Basic Attack. You know, Backflip. Remote Serious Bomb. Don't care about that. Whatever transformation. And I'm just going to say Instant Rise. You know, I'm just going to say, hey, just equip it and just rise. It's pretty good. Anyway, that is the end of how to make a build in Xenoverse. I know that was kind of long, but I am a talker. I just talk the fuck out. Again, if you learned anything, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know that I'm actually doing shit with this. And I want to actually say here and now, I'm going to do it eventually, but if you want to think you can be faster than me, you can timestamp this video in the comments and I'll just copy paste it in the thing. But I'm probably going to do it, but that's just a side thing. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope it helped you, and I will see you in the next video of tutorials and shit, I guess, if you're watching these in a loop. Whatever. See ya.